am confident that I wouldn't be alive today if someone hadn't reached out to me. And so it is so important to me that I use my life to reach others that feel as trapped and alone and as broken as I once did, and to let them know that they're not alone and that there is hope and that they can have a new life too. Darkness entered my life at a very early age. I was sexually abused starting at the age of 5 by multiple people, both men and women. One of my abusers was my mother's boyfriend, and my mom knew what was going on. She decided to leave with him, and she left me at 13 with $20 and a book of food stamps. It was that summer that I became involved with an older boy in the neighborhood. He made me feel safe. He would tell me, I've got your back, I'll protect you, and that's what I wanted. The relationship became physically and emotionally abusive, and I stayed. I stayed because I didn't think I deserved better. It was that relationship that led me to working in the sex industry as a stripper at the age of 19. And essentially he became my pimp. Every night he took all my money, and he started using me to recruit other women out of the clubs to work for him too. And I was just involved in this really downward spiral. I thought, if someone else doesn't take me out, I'm gonna take myself out. And the catalyst for change in my life, it started with a friend who just loved me unconditionally. I saw that she had something I was missing, and I finally got to the point where I was like, maybe it's this whole God thing. I remember going to church and hearing the pastor talk about, you're created with a purpose, you know, there's a destiny for your life, and that started getting into my heart. I was still working in the strip clubs. I still had the boyfriend, you know, and I wasn't trying to live a double life. It's just that was my job, that was my boyfriend, but I wanted to be in church. And so I remember the moment I was standing in the middle of the strip club, looking around and thought, if I was created with a purpose, this can't be it. This can't be what I was put on this earth for. So I said to God, I'm like, I can't quit. How am I gonna quit? What am I gonna do? And I remember hearing him say to my heart, I'm not gonna let you down. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm not gonna leave you. And so I walked up to my manager and I was like, I'm leaving. And I drove home that night, and I remember feeling so free. It was the beginning of a new life. But, you know, it was just the beginning of a long healing process that, you know, in my opinion, we're all still in process. And for me, I had to fight for my freedom, and I had to do everything I could to make sure that I was taking steps towards freedom. I mean, grief recovery, celebrate recovery, every kind of recovery you can imagine I've been through, and I needed all of it. And I read Beauty for Ashes. It changed my life. If I hadn't faced the pain from my past, and if I hadn't seen the example of her life, don't think I'd be sitting here today. I don't think I could have gotten to a place where I was able to do the work of Treasures. I am so thankful for Joyce's vision for Project Girl, and that she supports the work of Treasures because she believes that God loves his daughters. He is a restorer, he is a redeemer, and that he has a plan and a purpose for our lives.
So Treasure's mission is to reach, restore, and equip women in the sex industry and victims of sex trafficking to help them live healthy and flourishing lives, and to train other people across the globe to replicate this model of outreach. We reach women working in strip clubs, in porn, and escorting, including young girls in juvenile detention centers, many of whom have been trafficked and exploited. We provide mentoring to the women, a weekly support group. Every time a woman contacts Treasure, she gets a care package that includes a copy of my memoir, Scars and Stilettos, Mama Joyce's amazing book, Beauty for Ashes, a Bible, and just other resources to encourage them in their faith. To date, we have had the honor and privilege of training outreaches in over 120 cities on 6 continents, and it's mind-blowing what God has done. And if you're out there listening and you are a part of the Joyce Meyer family of givers, I just want to say thank you so much, because when you invest in the work of Joyce Meyer Ministries, you're also investing in the work of Treasures, and you're investing in the lives of women that have been exploited, trafficked, and the women that Treasures serves. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.